Hello guys, Anna Oris with you, and let me remind you who I am and what I'm doing here. I'm an actress, model, blogger. I moved from Russia to the USA in June 2019. So today it has been already 3 years. Could you imagine? When I moved, I barely spoke in English. My accent was even worse, and as an actress, I had to read my lines with American accent. So I was struggling, and I'm still struggling. And today I would like to give you some tips how you can improve your American accent. Right now, my accent coach, Jared Popish, he's very professional accent coach. He's working already 6 years for the company Accent Advisor. He has a lot of students, around 50 students from different countries. You will see two different students. The first one will be me, who has a little bit more experience with American accent classes, and the second student who has less experience. And then Jared will give you some tips how to improve your American accent with him or without him. Hi, Jared. How are you doing? Nice to see you, and thank you for coming and help us to improve our American accent.
Thanks for having me. It's always been a pleasure to work with you.
Let's start. So I'm gonna read the sentence which you sent me in the chat, right? Wow, how did you know about that?
You sound pretty good. Very, very easily understandable.
Okay.
So we're just going to chase some really tiny details here. Do you remember anything about what we do when we have a D sound and we have a U sound next to each other? Say it again. How did you?
How did you?
Good.
How did you? So, wow, how did you know about that?
Good. Very good. Let's just practice know about. So we finished the W with a very tight lip position, like we're almost like we're going to whistle, like no. So when we open up quickly to say the sound, the schwa sound at the beginning of about, we're going to get a little bit of a w coming out of it. Know about. Know about. Good. Try to blend those together just a little bit more. Know about. So when you put them together, I don't hear the anymore. Can we emphasize that just a tiny, tiny bit? It's a very small sound, but I should hear this between the O and the bout. So not know about, but know about.
Know about.
There you go. Yeah, that was good. Say just that last part again. Know about. Excellent.
Okay, I will start with the second one, right? The Northern King built a fortress to resist foreign invasion. Oh my God. Let me read it again. I hope Elena has another sentences.
So I'll give you a little tip right from the beginning. The G is silent in foreign.
Okay, let me read it. The Northern King built a fortress to resist foreign invasion.
Very good. That was much, much better than the first time around. There was several things I was going to get you on the first time, but you said better in the second sentence. So very, very nice. So in the first word, we could talk about that just a little bit. Say northern. So I'm going to talk about this trick as one of my tips here, but do we say the E before the R in northern?
No, we don't say it.
Correct. Yeah, we just go straight from the TH sound to the R to the N. Northern.
The northern.
But nice. So now that we've nailed the first two, say the rest of the sentence one more time.
The northern king built a fortress to resist foreign invasion.
Good. So one final tip that I'll give you on the word fortress.
Fortress.
Good. So that you nailed it right there, just hearing me. So it was just a tiny balance of how long you said each R. The first one we say a little longer because we're sharing the time between the O and the R, 4. And then the second one, we say it really quickly. Fortress.
Fortress.
Perfect. Very good.
The third sentence is the photographer captured the athlete enthusiasm in action.
Nice job with photographer. I thought I was going to get you with that one, but that sounded pretty good. Say it one more time, please.
The photographer captured the athlete enthusiasm in action.
Okay, so let's practice our long E in athlete. Athletes.
The athletes.
Careful with your A. And you were saying it nicely before, and now you're focusing on the E, so don't lose the A. It's the A like cat, not athletes, but athletes.
The athletes.
Good. Very good.
Okay.
That was great. And now let's work on enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Good. Very good. So this is a kind of a special word where we have two vowels next to each other, and then we really do say each one distinctly instead of combining them into one sound. So put it all together one more time.
The photographer captured the athlete's enthusiasm in action.
That was very good. Very
good.
Nice.
Elena? Hello, Elena. How are you doing? Thank you for coming, and help us with this video. Hello.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So please go ahead with the first sentence.
Okay. I will get annoyed with your thought gestures.
Okay. I picked some hard words for you here. So nice job. There's a few words that we could work on here. And I gave you two that are similar. So we'll work on those two the same time. So it's E-N-O-U-G-H and T-O-U-G-H. Let's do a little trick that I like doing with my students sometimes. I'm going to spell these how they really sound. And then you tell me if that helps at all. So the first one is enough.
Enough.
Very good. So you can see that the spelling is, totally different than what we really say. And the second one is tough.
Tough.
Very good. Those both sound perfect. And then let's work on the last word there. Let's say, I'm going to do the same thing, spell this out phonetically. So see that one there? Oh.
Questions.
Very good.
Questions.
Excellent. Yeah, you sounded really good with that. Good. Very good. Let's say the whole sentence again, please. Say the whole sentence.
Enough with your thought questions.
Excellent. Okay. Sentence number 2, please.
My history teacher took us on a trip to see the Alamo.
Good. We don't have to worry about that last word too much. It's just a town in Texas, Alamo.
It's for me, but
it's okay. So let's say the word trip. So your tongue sounded a little too high. So not treep, but trip.
Trip.
Better? Trip. Yes. Excellent.
Trip. My history teacher took us on a trip to see the Alamo.
Nice improvement. Very good. So let's work on one more word. took. So we need a more open mouth. Not ooh, not took, but took.
Took.
Excellent.
Took.
Yes. So one more time. My history teacher took us.
My history teacher took.
I think it sounds good. Okay. Excellent job. Let's go on with sentence 3.
Whenever
Yes.
I take a vacation and visit my mom.
Okay. Excellent. So just one little tip here. You did very, very nice. So we have W in whenever, and then we have V for vacation and visit. So yes, you did pretty good. I think one time I heard the V was a little bit soft. So we can make visit a little stronger. Visit. V sound. Your lip can be on the outside of your teeth. You don't have to. This is hard. But if you put it on the outside, much easier. Visit. I do hear it. Okay, very good. Visit.
Visit.
Hey, that was pretty okay. Very good. Very good.
Visit.
And let's say, hey, nice. Let's say the other one. Let's say vacation.
Vacation.
Okay. The second time that was pretty good. Excellent. Okay. Nice job with your V there. Very good. Okay. Well, that finishes the 3 sentences for each of you.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. It was really good. Elena, how it was? Was it hard?
No.
Okay, you see, it's easy.
So really, my first tip is you need more than just to read or something like that to master an accent. You really need some kind of professional help. You need help to really tell you the difference between, how it's spelled and how to say it. And then also if you're saying it correctly. So the absolute best way, of course, is with a coach, and they can listen to how you're saying something, and they can give you very specific advice about, no, your tongue needs to go a little bit higher for that E or something like that. But you can find out a lot of information even on the internet. So YouTube is an excellent tool to learn accent. There's all kinds of videos. So other tools, if you're listening, then there's another website. It's called Youglish. And you can type in any word that you want to hear, and you will hear people on YouTube saying that word for you. Get help. Don't just try to listen and do it on your own. It's near impossible to do it all on your own. Watch YouTube, use the tools available to you, and that will be much, much better than just reading it. Tip number 2. Since English is not a phonetic language, it's not spelled how we really say things. And you saw examples of that earlier, like with Elena. I gave her words like enough and tough. And it's really hard to know what to do with those OUGH words. Sometimes we have so many different sounds that come from those. But listening to how people really say things and using those tools that I was mentioning, like Youglish or YouTube. So that's my second tip is listen. Repeat what you hear, not what you see written on the page. If you want to learn, more professional language, maybe like TED Talks or something like that. And then look at the subtitles at the same time, and then try to imitate what you're hearing as opposed to what you're seeing. And that's a huge key, is to understand that you cannot go by how we spell words at all in English, and that listening is going to be far better than just reading something. Third tip, I'm going to talk specifically about the R. So the American R is one of the hardest sounds. So there's a little tip that I like to get you kind of close to the R. Sometimes if you put your tongue into the right spot, you can feel your teeth on the sides of your tongue, so that you get feedback from your own body to tell you if you're making the sound correctly or not. So when you feel your teeth, the sides of your teeth back here on the middle of your tongue, then your tongue is probably high enough to make the sound. So we don't touch the roof when we make the American R sound, but we get really close. And so feeling the teeth on the sides of your tongue is one of those tips that helps a lot of my students to get into that proper spot. Don't touch the roof, but we get really close. You have to feel your teeth on the sides there. So one more thing about that R is, so let me give you two examples. In your car, you have a steering wheel. So before the R, we have a long E sound, steer. It sounds funny when you separate them out because we kind of mash them together a little bit, but it really is a long E sound. So contrast that with the word stir. We skip the I in stir almost completely. And so we go straight from the T sound straight to the R. So our tongue is up here at the T right behind our front teeth. And then we just come right back to the stir. Let me give you a few patterns. So we do this at the ends of words when we add an R to change a verb to a noun. So the verb is act. We say actor, run, runner, paint, painter. So those are my three tips there.
Okay, thank you so much, Jared. So I want to give our audience two tips. First, I was using when I started to learn English, I was using the website. It's called the Ororo.TV. And it's really great website to learn any language. And they have different subtitles. It's so helpful. Go to this Ororo.TV and just watch TV shows. They have subtitles. Read. You can stop and you can pause and watch, translate, and then repeat. So it's so convenient. And my second tip, don't give up. And this is the same thing. You have to just repeat, practice, don't give up. And don't be afraid, make mistakes. Don't be afraid and never give up. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Elena. Thank you, Jared.
It was fun.
Thank you, Jared.